Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Beyond Infinity very, very special call. It is my name is James Hill, James C. Hill. I go by JC. I'm also accompanied by the very much loved and appreciated Victoria Liel, and we've got really something special today. Now, this call was originally, or not originally, is meant for leaders, but it's okay if you're not seeing yourself as a leader right now to be on this call. It's not a problem. Okay. Hopefully you'll see enough here that you'll automatically become a leader because you're so excited. And we're going to give you the tools to do that. That's what you're going to be learning about today. This has been a really long road. I've been in the industry for 43 years and in the referral marketing. I started out in multi-level marketing. What we have now is not multi-level marketing, but you still earn more if you refer people, but we like to call it sharing. We don't want to call it recruiting or selling, just share, because it's that good. Victoria and I, some time ago, was convinced that our program was perfect, but I'm a perfectionist and I'm always looking for ways to make it better. And Victoria and I decided that we had too many restrictions, or not restrictions, let's just call it qualification requirements.
Barriers.
Yeah, barriers for some, okay, to be able to do more with big. And so we made, about a month ago, maybe longer, some major modifications that made it so much easier for people to have access to doing more with big, the Beyond Infinity Gold program. And but once we did that, then we had a lot of people that were saying they would love to have the ability to put money into their big balance and outside of earned commissions. They just wanted to put money in it. Now, we're very resistant to that, and let me explain why. The reason is why that there are people who call themselves leaders who, in my opinion, aren't very good, but nevertheless, they are very influential over a lot of people. And that, to me, doesn't qualify you as a leader. But we know very well that we would have people putting, having their people that they have the influence over to put in untold amounts of money into big, just because of how they would benefit from it. Not the recipient, because I mean, they would, but we just don't want to have something that people could do that with. We're very, very pro-consumer, very pro, and I'm putting in finger quotes here, little guy. Okay, we're wanting to help the person who is just wanting to improve their life and doesn't have that huge influence. My entire 23 years of being in the administrative side of this industry has been totally focused on that. In fact, and I don't say this to be bragging, but it goes to tell you that we know what we're doing. Okay, I've had 4 programs in the last 23 years go viral. And when I say viral, I'm not saying in a small way. I'm saying in a very, very big way. And it's because we were focused on the masses, not the company, not the leaders. Now, we started this journey with 10 to Infinity, and we did it quickly and without a tremendous amount of thought. We were very excited about it, but it just didn't work. My partner Barry and I were way too generous, and it just got away from us. So we came to learn a lot with 10 to Infinity. And this time, when we brought back we brought it back with a new name and a whole fresh concept, one that we put a tremendous amount of thought into, Beyond Infinity. Okay, we wanted this to work right. We didn't want to ever have to put it on the back burner or whatever, like we had to with 10 to Infinity. But you know what? And there's a lot of people who originally joined. I mean, we really exploded with 10 to Infinity, but there's a lot of people in that have no idea what we're doing. No idea. We've been trying our best to reach out to them, but you know, they'll find out about us, I think, now. What we have done is, and it's Victoria and I that have been working on trying to get this puzzle put together in a way that that we expand on our own beliefs that it is the best program out there, and just keep making it better. And during these years that I've been in this industry, I have seen very many what is called car programs. Okay, the companies that were already established do a car program and they explode. Absolutely exploded beyond their own belief. Okay, and I too was in a car program, and I got a car. Okay, now I will tell you. Okay, I even had a car program in my first program that I did, and nobody got a car. Okay, in that, and that's unfortunate. And I will tell you without any reservation that there are exciting programs out there, auto programs right now, that cost, you know, anywhere around $500. But I will tell you that less than 2% will get a car. That means 98 out of 100 people put their money in, their dreams are there, but they don't achieve what it is that they got in the first place. They don't do it. They helped somebody get a car, but they didn't get a car. Okay. Now, everything that we've been doing with Beyond Infinity is focused on making sure that everybody wins. Nobody loses. You're not going to lose the money that it costs to put you in, whether you paid for it out of your pocket or you piffed somebody else. Okay, that has been our total focus. And our focus has also been on the passive income. Now, we believe that if people only knew how good Beyond Infinity was, like Victoria and I know, okay, they would explode with growth. Now, we have a few people who do understand. Okay, and oh my gosh, they're working so hard. But the unfortunate thing is that the people they share this with don't have the same vision. Okay, they don't get it, even though this program is so simple and so automated that you hardly have to even explain anything to anybody about it. Okay, it's just so easily building your income when you share this with other people. Okay, with the hedge fund, the honey production line, the Infinity, yeah, all of those, okay, are automatically built if you share this with others. So we have, some time ago, we had something that I created about, I don't know, more than 2 years ago. Okay, maybe almost 3 years ago, called the Monumatic Marketing Machine. And it was designed originally to help college students and universities help their students earn money to be able to handle the finances that go along with upper education. So it was just something that, you know, came to my brain when I was asked the question, can we do something for, and it took me really about 30 minutes to come up with it. But, and we tried, okay, in an approach that was to where individuals, leaders would go get large databases. Well, it was too hard of a thing to accomplish. And if we had that happen, okay, then 10 to Infinity would have really taken off. However, things happen for a reason. Okay, and this is what we have right now is so much better. I mean, infinitely better than it was with 10 to Infinity. Okay, and like I said, we really put a lot of thought into each step that we take here, a lot of thinking, a lot of running it through our mind instead of just throwing something together. And I got to tell you guys, I've been in this industry, as you know, as I shared with you, a long time. Most people, most companies have an idea, they want to market something, they throw something together without a lot of thought, okay, and consequently, you have a 97% failure rate. So I'm just saying, we didn't put enough thought. We, you know, 10 to Infinity was good. Okay, really good. It, man, exploded. Okay, it didn't go viral. Okay, but because everybody was waiting on the Monumatic marketing machine that didn't develop. So we have brought the Monumatic marketing machine back into our scope. Okay, and I want to tell you why we're telling you this now, because we would, under normal circumstances, wait until everything is in place before we would announce it. And we were planning to do that as well. But I came to the belief that we need to let all of you, and leaders, I'm talking to you, but I'm anybody else that's on this call that are not leaders, okay, it applies to you as well. Okay, prepare for what is coming. It may not have the Monumatic marketing machine in place right now, but you better be earning some money if you're wanting to get a free car. Okay, and our car program, unlike all the others, everybody who makes the contribution, 100% is going to get a new car. And we'll go more into the details of that here in a little bit. But we want you to start building this now. So, and leaders, you're going to get this, okay? Hey, what happens with, because of the challenges that we had before, that we have lifted, that we've taken away, okay, the qualifications, what happens now when anybody you share this with, focus is on getting a new car? Talking about lighting a fire under this, okay? And I believe this is the last really key piece of the puzzle, okay? And so I'm saying, what happens when somebody who's wanting a free car contributes $250 all the way up to $1,500? That money goes into their big balance, of which you get a 10% match. Now everybody gets a 10% match off those that they enroll. Well, stop and think about that. Okay, I mean, it's nice having people that you bring in that you're going to get a 10% on just the $8 that goes into their big balance from the 10 that we put in for them. Okay, deposit for them out of our $50. And by the way, that's the company's profit. Okay, we put that in to help them jumpstart their big balance. Okay, and so that's nice. In 6 years, $200,000 can't get much better than that for somebody who did nothing. Okay, other than register, whether they paid for it or somebody paid it forward for them. And we're strong believers in paying it forward. Okay, and that's what the Monumatic machine is designed around. Okay, so what we're wanting to do this time, and again, we're already working on this, and there's not going to be any huge delay for anything that's going to be happening or we're talking about here. There's not going to be any big delay, but we're going to go to marketing companies. Right now we're really we've already approached one, but we got one that we're going to be approaching. We believe that we can find a marketing company that works with specific groups. Now, our initial focus, okay, is college students. Okay, but what about veterans? Okay, we can find other groups that are worthy of where people who are paying it forward, who doesn't know the person, feels good about their paying it forward for a particular person. Okay, they don't know who they are. It doesn't matter. What matters is everybody just get 3. If everybody just got 3 in Beyond Infinity, game over. You cannot begin to comprehend the income that would be there for all of us if everybody just got 3. Okay, so hey, one of my favorite people, okay, is it's one of our support people, Deb. Okay, she is a very caring person, and she tries her best to get people involved in Beyond Infinity, and they won't listen to her. Her family just ignores her. Now, there's many on this call that probably have the same thing. Well, now with what we're announcing today, she's convinced that she's going to be able to build a team. Okay, why? Well, with the Monumatic marketing machine, we're going to provide people with 3 people that they can pay it forward for. Now, we love college students. 1, they're our future. 2, it is a situation where they have not been subjected to the failures and the all the negative stuff that's in this industry, the referral industry. They have not been subjected to that. So they don't know how bad it is for, most of these programs out there. Okay. And so their attitude's not tainted. Okay.
And
College students are very positive thinking and very motivated. Go ahead, Victoria.
I was just going to say another reason for primarily starting with college students is just to help a lot of these students to either eliminate that debt, that student loan debt, or graduate college debt free. So that has a lot to do with why we're starting with college students first.
And it could be a high school student that wants to go to college.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just doesn't have the means,
Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to say real quick, we didn't say this in the beginning, but if you have a question or a comment or anything, please feel free to put it into the chat. We don't unmute the call, unmute the members during the call, just to keep it safe and secure. So if you have a question or comment, please just feel free to put it in the chat. I saw where someone had raised their hand, but I just wanted to address that real quick.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So where did Facebook start? College students. Okay, they're networkers. They network all the time. Okay, they just don't get paid for networking. Okay, so we're wanting to help our current members, you guys, and leaders who have a team, okay, make it easy for people to get their 3. Now, they could certainly get a lot more. Okay, we're not going to make it to where somebody could come in and get, 15, 20 pay it forwards for college students, with and take it the bunch away from other people. We're not going to allow that. We're going to have, a certain, what would be the correct word, making sure that there's not going to be anybody grabbing more than their share. All right, so 3 is good. 3 is perfect. Okay, but hey, you want more? Okay, we'll. And by the way, if you have 3 who get 3, it's not going to be difficult for anybody to share this at that point. They're going to be so excited. But what will have changed for them? Their belief level. Okay, oh my gosh, this does work. One of the things we're wanting to do when we have some of these groups, college students or whatever group it's from, okay, when they register, we want to play a video to get them to understand how powerful this system is. And they should certainly understand it because it's why they're there. Because of that system. They're going to say, daggone, this does work. I'm here because of it. Okay, and they do the same thing. Do they have to? No. We're not going to browbeat anybody to do what is necessary to earn a lot of money, but we certainly want them aware of it. Okay, and that video, and there's a way that our developer can set this up to where they can't even register until they have completed this short video to get them to understand, the basics of Beyond Infinity and how the Monumatic marketing machine will work for them as well.
And
So
that's
we're
part
not-
part of the marketing is to have some professional videos made. And we're covering a lot of this in an FAQ that we're going to be doing here in a minute.
Mhm.
So,
Do you want to do that now?
sure.
Okay. So you're going to share that. You can just go ahead and share your screen and knock me off. I don't have to stop. You can.
Okay. Let's see here. Can you see that?
There I can. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So we're just going to go right into it. Since we announced,
It's very big, Victoria. We can, it's
okay, let's see here. Let me move this bar.
there you go. Just
Is that
that.
better?
More or less. Go less. Maybe one more. That should be good enough right there.
Okay, because I can't see what you're seeing, so you have to tell me. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Okay. So what we've done, and we just kind of put this together in the last couple of days, and any new questions that come out of the chat tonight, we will be adding, those to this, and then we can finalize everything and put this FAQ in the back office. So I'm just going to go through some of the questions that we've been asked already. And of course, the first one, want to get this out of the way because everybody's wanting to know this. Question number 1, how can Beyond Infinity afford to give every contributor a brand new car within a year of making the contribution? And the answer is that when Beyond Infinity started back in November, we intentionally created new accounts for investing our profits. As JC mentioned earlier, we're doing things a lot different this time. So we have several private investment accounts going. And this is how we can share our profits with our paid members in Big through the same method. We're not investing for our members, we're investing for ourselves, but we're merely sharing our profits with our paid members. Now, with the Big Auto Club, when you make a contribution to our marketing campaign, we are going to credit your big account immediately with the same amount that you have just contributed. So that amount can go to work for you. It will be added to your big balance. And this could also help to increase your profit share earnings, your tier
Now,
level.
yeah, by the way, this is what everybody was asking. They wanted to put more money into big, okay? And we wouldn't let them. Now we're going to let you do this. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So since your contribution to our marketing campaign becomes the property of Beyond Infinity, we're going to use those funds to pay for our ongoing marketing efforts. And this won't stop. This is something we will continue to do to help our members to be able to grow their team by providing those people that they can PIF for. But we're also going to utilize the excessive amounts as investments in our private accounts. And this is how we can afford to purchase a brand new car for our marketing campaign contributors, because by combining the contributions and investing the excess, it will be in larger amounts and the profits will be even greater. How will I receive my new car at the end of 1 year? In approximately 200 days from the date of your contribution, you will receive a form to fill out, and this will ask you for the details of the car that you want as it relates to your contribution amount. So for example, if you made a contribution of $500, you would be looking at a car valued at $50,000. So these are the details that we will be asking you for. Then we will start to make those arrangements with the dealership of that particular car that is closest to you. Now, once the car has been paid for, including taxes, title, and license, you will be notified to go and pick up your car. And you're going to be responsible for the insurance and as well as the fuel costs, but everything else will be paid for you. So it is technically getting a brand new car for free. Okay, the next question. Who will be the sponsor of those in the benefactors pool? The member who pays the one-time $50 cost or the product will become the sponsor of that member from the benefactors pool. This is also the person that will receive the $40 commission and any Infinity plan or HPL income if there's any. And as we all know, when you have at least one referral, personal referral, that puts you into the Infinity plan. So you'll see how maybe a little bit later, how just building your team one at a time, 3 at a time, will actually allow you to receive the Infinity plan and the HPL income. Next question, can anyone contribute to our marketing campaign? And the answer is no. You must be a paid member of Beyond Infinity to contribute. The next question, who is the Beyond Infinity marketing campaign geared towards? And as JC had mentioned earlier, right now we are gearing the campaign toward college and university students. And as he mentioned also, we are in contact with some marketing companies. We've been talking to some. We have some other ones that we still want to talk to. And so right now, it's just college and university students. But now our next group may be veterans, as he mentioned. So we want to find a good marketing company that we can have a successful campaign with. And when we find that one, we'll just continue to work with that company. Who will my contribution help? When you make, besides yourself, when you make a contribution to our marketing campaign, you will be helping to bring large number of students to the benefactors pool. And our goal is to help as many students as we can to pay off their college debt or complete college debt free. As I mentioned earlier, this was the ideal, the original ideal behind the car, behind the Monumatic Marketing Machine, is how can we help college students? So our campaign is designed to allow college students to experience earning from Beyond Infinity completely free. And the way we do this is when the student becomes a paid member, they will have the opportunity to receive over $200,000 towards paying off their college debt with a Beyond Infinity Gold big account. And as most of you know, by the 6th year in big, the profit share earnings are like over $213,000. So the next question, how many members in the benefactors pool will we be able to PIF? And the answer is 3 per 30-day period. So like, for example, if you've PIFed one person and then another person, and you're within 28 days from the day that you PIF that first person, then you've got 2 days to PIF a third. If not, then the count starts over in 30 days, 3 people. So you can spread it out however you need to. When can paid members begin contributing? And this is as soon as our developer gets everything in place for us to be able to start accepting contributions. And we're going to let everyone know. It actually should be maybe in the next couple of days. Wouldn't you say so, JC?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of things we're doing in the background. We're working on videos and the script to the video and getting it into a really good artificial intelligent voiceover, and finding that the company that will do the marketing, but that all requires cash flow. So
right.
that's one of the reasons, besides giving you the opportunity to get things where if you don't have 250 to 1,500 available, that you can start building your team right now. I mean, right today, right when you get off this call, start building your team to give you the income to where you can get a brand new car in a year with a 250 contribution, which is going to go right into your big balance. So yeah, all those need money. Okay. And this is just where we're helping each other. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So how does a marketing campaign contributor benefit? Well, you can make a contribution in one of 6 amounts. There's 250, 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, and 1,500. And each of these amounts is approximately 1% of the cost of the brand new car that you can receive completely free in just 1 year's time. And that is exactly 100 times your contribution amount. So again, for example, if you contribute 500, in 1 year's time, you could have a brand new car valued at up to 50,000. A contribution of 1,000 could get you a brand new car valued up to 100,000. And a contribution of 1,500 could get you a brand new car valued at up to 150,000. So in addition to the brand new car that's completely paid for in 1 year, and this is the thing that we want to make clear, every single person that makes a contribution will get a car. It's not a hit and miss. It's not some will get it, some won't. Every single person who makes a contribution will get a car 100 times, valued at 100 times the amount of their contribution. But now, in addition to that, excuse me, your contribution amount is also going to be automatically deposited into your big account, and this will boost your compound earnings. This is our way of saying thank you for supporting our mission and goal of helping college students learn debt-free. Now, one other thing I'd like to say about that is that your contribution amount, we're going to take that amount, and in your big account, we're just going to deposit in numbers that amount. Okay. Of course, your contribution will be used for the marketing campaign, but in numbers, we're going to give you that value of your contribution in your big account. Now, this is not refundable and it's not withdrawable. However, it will be used to help build and boost your compound earning.
And again, to remind you that if you have 10 people that you share this program with that sees the big picture here, and they say, okay, I'm going to, use this system to get my 3 because I'm not a good recruiter, but I want a new car. Okay. And I can see where I'm assured of having one in 1 year, which isn't that long. Okay. For
Right.
a contribution that is going to go into their big balance, which is used for several things. One, you get a 10% match, but 2, and this is very important. The whole key of the big program is to get to what? Tier 5. Okay. And even though you can't withdraw that money because it's used as a contribution, it's going to get you that much faster to tier 5, especially if you have 10 people going for a $50,000 car or more. Okay. So, oh my goodness, guys, this is crazy huge as to how you can gain from this. Go ahead.
Okay, so can a paid member contribute outside of the specified amounts above? And the answer is no. All contributions must be for the specified amounts. However, you are allowed to make more than one contribution. And if you make more than one contribution back to back, you will have the option to combine both contributions for a higher valued car. For example, if you made a contribution of $1,500 and then you turned around and made another contribution of $500, that's $2,000. So you would have the choice of having 2 cars, one valued at $150,000, one valued at $50,000, or you can combine those 2 and have one car valued at $200,000. And that's going to be your choice, however you want to do that. Question: how will non-contributors to the marketing campaign benefit? Again, the purpose of the whole marketing campaign is to fill the benefactors pool with available members that will be paid for by our existing members. So this will not only help those people who may have trouble sharing Beyond Infinity with others, they won't have to talk to anybody. They will just be able to piff from the benefactors pool. Okay, so hopefully we'll make things easier in that regard to help our members to be able to build their teams and earn even more money. Question: will those in the benefactors pool be able to take advantage of paying it forward for others in the benefactors pool once they become paid members? And that is absolutely yes. And in fact, we will encourage this because, as JC has mentioned again, if every member only had 3 personally enrolled members under them, then everyone would be making a great deal of money. And that's what we want to see. So being able to piff others without the need to go out and seek those to sponsor is going to make this a much easier process to building your teams. And that
If you look at 3 who get 3 in the calculator, okay, I mean, you guys all have access to the calculator, just 3 generations, okay, and you're going to have enough to do what? Make a contribution. And if you make a contribution, okay, you're going to get a free car in a year. So how many of your team do you want to have a free car? How easy is it going to be for you to build a team? How easy will it be for them who come in? Like our wonderful support person, Deb. Okay, will she have a free car? Sure she will. Because she'll be able to have the growth from paying it forward with people that she doesn't know, because family and friends have rejected her, mostly family. But do you think that family will come back to her and say, oh my gosh, this is really working? I want a new car. How do I get a new car? And we won't let people just come in and, I mean, hey, if somebody comes in and doesn't build a team, we've dropped those qualification requirements. Okay, if they're a paid member and they make a contribution, 250 all the way up to 1,500, okay, they're going to have a free car. Okay, but they're helping us help the people who want to build a team. Now, I was just thinking, and we're not down to the final details, but somebody who already has referred 15, 25 people, they're going to explode with this. Do they need to get 3 from the benefactoring pool? Really, they don't. Okay, but they might want to see how it works. Okay, and they might pay it forward for 1 just to see how it goes. I don't know. We don't want to limit them. I mean, we're telling them they could get 3 too, but they also realize that we want, they want their organization to be able to get their 3. And at first, it's going to be a slow build. Okay, we're not going to have 100,000 members, or benefactor recipients coming into this overnight. Okay, that's why we're going to need continuous money coming in to work on the marketing cost of doing that. But now we have a true monumatic marketing machine, and we have the funds to do it, and we don't have to go to any large databases and to do that. We really don't want to do the large database thing. We would rather, if some organization wants to bring in a large number of people, that's fine, but we're not going to use the old method that we had for the monumatic marketing machine, where the people that in the organization got a certain percentage, where the people who are paying it forward, whether it be an individual or a company for their particular people, okay, is going to get the full benefits of being the sponsor of that individual, including the all $40 that so they're going to earn way more than the $50 that it costs to bring somebody in. And someday, other than a few people that we have in this, people are going to realize, oh my gosh, I'm going to make way more money, okay, than the $10 it ultimately costs me, okay, to when I pay it forward for somebody for 50 and get back 40 right away. Okay, way more money. Especially, stop and think, are they going to want to get a new car? Well, yeah. Okay.
JC, I've got some really good questions in the chat, and
Okay.
let's see
Are
if we
we?
can get to those before we run out of time here. We've been here for a little bit now. So the first question is, how many big accounts can one member have? And the answer to that is only 1. Each member has 1 big account. So like for example, the college students, once they become paid members, they will have 1 big account, and that goes for everyone.
Now, again, they might be thinking, I'd like to have 2 cars. You can do that. Make 2 contributions.
Well, now I think and I'd like to make sure that everyone understands the distinction here. The question was pertaining to just the overall and general big account, whether a person was a contributor or not. So that's just each member can only have 1 big account, but
right.
They may be a little confused on the second question. Can you have 2, can you keep the money in the account? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Question 2. Can you keep the money in the account after the year is up? Now, this is where they're maybe I need to clarify between just having a big account and making a contribution to the marketing campaign where that amount of your contribution is added to your big balance. So that once we add the amount of your contribution to your big balance, that's going to stay there. But you cannot withdraw that amount and you cannot get a refund for that amount. That is a contribution that you've made, and it will be used to increase your profit share earnings in your big account. Okay, so let's see here.
And look, we don't restrict people from getting their principal that they put in, except for that, because
That
again,
and the $8. Your
Yeah.
contribution and the $8 are not
Yeah.
withdrawable.
yeah, that was, more like a gift from the company, okay, and is not withdrawable, but you could withdraw the rest anytime you want. I would discourage anybody, one who knows the power of compounding. I mean, that's how we're earning all of our money to be able to do all this, is you don't mess with the principal. You leave it in there to grow and compound. Okay. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. The third question is, can you add money to your big account? And this is what we've talked about earlier. Yes, you can. Now, this has nothing to do with the contribution. Okay. Just in your regular, normal big account, we've just recently made it so that you can contribute to your big account by adding to it from your internal wallet.
In
So in other
your
words,
commissions, your earnings, yeah.
right, right. And then the last question, and I think this is pertaining to the contribution amount. Can you use the money for something else? I'm not sure how that question is what they mean, but I'll say
Well,
this.
yeah, I think what they're talking about, can we get cash instead of the car?
No.
But let me tell you a little thing here, okay? Look, we're going to be working with the dealer that's going to be delivering your car. And we're going to say to them, okay, either me or one of the team members, hey, look, if this member, because this is a car program, it's not a cash program, it's a car program. If this person who's coming in before they sign the title would like to negotiate with you, dealer, okay, to purchase that car at a obviously greater reduced price, maybe even less than the wholesale price. Okay, they at some point they're going to say, well, done deal. We'll buy it from you. Okay, I can't get this beautiful car for that price from the factory. So yeah, I'll buy that from you. Okay, and then you can negotiate that with them. If you sign that title, then it's a used car. But if that title hasn't been signed, okay, then you could sell it to them before you do that. We don't care. Okay, but yes, this is still a car program. Okay, and I would encourage you to get the car. How much easier is it going to be for you to build a business when you got a free car? Stop and think about that. Okay.
This is actually one of the easiest auto programs that I've ever seen. You're not required to refer anyone in order to benefit. And that's what I like about it.
And you're not going to have 1 or 2% getting a car and the rest not. Okay. Any other questions or?
Let's see here. One other question. Is this a 1-year thing? As far as making the contribution and getting a brand new car, that brand new car will be yours within 1 year from the date of your contribution. That's the only thing that we have that deals with a year. So So I hope that answered your questions. Do we have any other
There is
questions?
one question here, that, I understand why, and this came directly to me. They are asking, what's the risk mitigation, okay, that we have in place for the private investments? First of all, again, I'm going to echo what Victoria said. This is not your investment. We're not taking your money to invest. We are sharing our profits from our investments. Now, do we have a risk? I would be lying to you if I told you no. There's always risk, but we do diversify. We do things that are so low in risk that it's unfathomable us losing any funds. But hey, I don't know what's going to happen if the economy collapses all over the world. I have no idea. There's no way of being able to predict the outcome of something that catastrophic. Okay, but we will do everything in our power to be successful. Okay, and so far everything is looking like there's almost no risk. But anyway, will the sun come up tomorrow? I believe so. I'm pretty sure, I'm counting on it. Okay, but but will it? I don't know.
It amazes me sometimes. And again, I understand the question as well, because it's asked with everything that you do. But we really don't have any guarantees in life, but it just seems that there are some things that we willingly accept will be here tomorrow or next year, and other things we question. But sometimes some of those things that we were so certain that was going to be here tomorrow have just disappeared and vanished. Can you imagine with the bank closings like that in a 24, 48-hour period? Those customers had no idea that their banks would shut down. So it just always amazes me that the things that we take for granted and feel like, they will always be here tomorrow. Everything.
Retirement, pension.
Yes,
How
yes.
many of the dust in the wind?
Yes. So all we can say is that we make every good faith effort to make sure that we can deliver what we promise. And that's all we can do.
Yeah. We know that once we start delivering cars, it's going to be like the, a rocket going up in space. Okay. that final thrust. Oh my gosh. Okay. Once we deliver a car, okay, it's going to be crazy. So, but we're also going to be putting something with the username. I don't know if you have handy, Victoria, the thing that I had the developer create that will be a congratulations to the contributor. Okay, so that everybody can get an idea. Daggone, there's a lot of people that are going to be getting a free car. Okay, and we're not going to use names, but username. Okay, when you
talking about in the Telegram bot.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I gave.
Yeah.
You see that handy?
No, I have to pull
It
it out.
doesn't
But
matter.
it's just basically letting everyone know. And that's the Telegram bot is something else that we need to talk about. But I've got one other question here that I would like to answer, because I don't want there to be any confusion regarding the contribution amount that's being added to the big account. The question is, and they're saying basically, so I can make as many contributions as I want within a reasonable time, and I can leave it in the account without touching it, correct? So the thing that we want to make very clear here is that when you make a contribution, okay, that contribution amount will actually be added to your big balance immediately. But keep in mind, this is not an amount that you can withdraw from your big account. It's simply there to help boost your profit share earnings. So you'll never be able to touch that amount. Okay. It's non-refundable and it's non-withdrawable. It's just helping to boost your profit share earnings in your big account. So it's not like we're adding this to your big account and then in a year's time, you're going to be able to take it out and buy a car. That's not how it works. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Like I said, within 200 days of you receiving your contribution, then you're going to receive a form that you fill out with the information about the car that you want as it relates to your contribution amount. So you'll know more about that, but just know that as soon as you make a contribution, you will see that increase being added to your big balance, but it's not anything that you can withdraw. Okay. I
And,
hope
and
that makes it
again,
clear.
it's worth repeating. Leaders, you're going to see your group total, okay, group balance increase, which is going to increase your qualification tier level. Okay.
Right, because you're getting that 10% earnings.
And you're going to get the 10% match.
Right.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is, I hope you all understand how, forgive me for using the word big, this is, but it is really, really big. Okay, and should stoke the fire to the point where we'd be burning here with the amount of demand to come into this program. Okay, it just, people, I think you'll have them lined up. This would be the time where you'd want to be thinking of putting an office and advertising, having people come to the office and show them. Okay, because this is going to be crazy.
We've got one other question here. What is the time frame to make more than one contribution? You know, we had talked about the back-to-back and them having the option of combining their contributions.
Anytime, but if you're, let's, you know, hey, would I like to have a $300,000 Maybach? Yeah. Okay, so you can't buy one for $150,000. So if I do 1,500 contributions within minutes, okay, then you know, we will recognize that fact, okay, and we'll work with you. So when we send you that form, do the Maybach, okay, or whatever you want.
So are we saying like within a 24-hour period, or?
Yeah, within a 24-hour period. But anything beyond that, that's just two separate deals.
Okay.
Two separate cars.
Okay. So that's all of the questions that I see. If you would like to talk about the Telegram bot before we go, because we've been here for an hour already.
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
The guys, and I'm speaking to you leaders, you need to make a very strong drive to get your organization on our bot. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how few we have, but it's sad. Okay, and that's where all of our great information is going to be. If you're wanting people to get excited seeing person after person after person getting lined up for a free car by making a contribution, and you want your team to see that, you better get them on the bot. Okay, and that bot is more useful than that. I mean, that's where we communicate. I hate emails. Okay, I really don't like using emails for anything. And for most part, we've gotten rid of that. But we, you know, the way we went and communicated with those who had not, you know, moved over from 10 to infinity to beyond infinity, you know, communicate with them. That's the only choice we have. But right now, I mean, we ought to have everybody in your organization should be on that bot. Okay. And it's going to help you build your business. And that's where we also get notification of our earnings on the big balance and you know, our commissions and so forth. Go ahead, Victor.
It's real easy to set up because everyone has it in their back office. So once you if you have not set up Telegram bot, once you log into your back office on your dashboard, you'll see the blue button that says join Telegram. Now, we also have a separate Telegram chat, which is different from the bot. The bot is personalized to you. So each week you will get a notification of how much you have earned in your big account, how much you've earned in your big matches, the 10% match, I believe. If you're in the Infinity plan, it's going to let you know how much you've earned in the Infinity plan and coded commissions and matching bonuses that week. We've also started adding newsletters. We've done the first one, which is the one that a lot of you have read already about this call tonight. So there'll be more things coming. And as JC mentioned, we're trying to get away from email altogether and just be able to communicate with our members through the Telegram bot and the Telegram chat.
Well, I think that probably is been, let's call this a finished call. We appreciate your time coming here. The reason we have this call is that we want you leaders and anybody on this call to get a tremendous amount of people coming from your organization or new prospects on the call on Saturday.
Yes.
So that's coming up at, it's already posted. Okay.
No, it hasn't been posted. The Saturday call has no. I was waiting till after
we'll
this
post it
call.
right away. So your
Yes.
mission is to get people cranked up, get people earning money so they can make a contribution and get a car, free car. Okay, and to get as many people as you can on that call. Okay, and we are recording this, so we'll get this to you.
Yes, and let me do this. Let me put the link for our Beyond Infinity chat here in the Zoom call chat. So that way, because this is where the recording will be posted.
And while she's doing that, if you've got
Okay,
any
there you go.
comments, if you want to post any comments here in the chat, okay, of any positive things to say, say it. We'll as we close this out, we'll be reading.
Are you excited about this?
Yeah, tell us. We know you would be all jumping on there, but we've had too many people, hackers come in and try to ruin everything. So that's why we keep it closed. All right. Someday we'll probably have something that we can have open and not worry about it.
Well, but Rick Berry says he's very excited about this. We're right there with you, Rick.
And all right. Anybody else? Great offer and opportunity. Okay, that's from friends in India. Okay.
Okay, before we close the call, if everyone will just make sure to open up the chat and click on the link for the Beyond Infinity, the official Telegram chat. Doreen says, excited. Yeah, good. Thank you, Doreen.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for coming to the call, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll post the recording in the Telegram chat here as soon as it's available. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.